There is more to the Cold War Zombies super Easter egg. Die Rise has reportedly been found in the files of the game, as well as we have a lot of details on future upcoming Black Ops Cold War Year 2 content. So today we just had the big Black Ops Cold War Zombies update which added the super Easter egg. Unfortunately, the Easter egg and its subsequent rewards are very basic. After you've completed all of the main quests in the game, you are able to head to Zoo in Outbreak, and within the foothills there is a new ritual site that you can interact with, allowing you to make the pack to get some exclusive rewards, which includes a rarer rarity starting weapon, and depending on how many quests you've completed depends on how good the rarity is. If you've completed all of the quests, you will get purple rarity. For some reason though, this is currently glitched out and people who have completed all of the quests are still just getting rare or common rarity, like I got in my game. For some reason I only got rare rarity. I'm sure Treyarch will fix this sometime in the future, but right now it's bugged out. This is the best reward since it's a permanent upgrade that you can keep. The other rewards aren't really anything special, they're just a bunch of TACCAM character emblems, and you can also get a watch which tracks the headshots you have gotten. So yeah, people are really disappointed in this super Easter egg, but you have to bear in mind this is better than nothing at the end of the day. Treyarch didn't have to do this, and it's kind of our fault because the community really hyped it up to be something way grander than it was, and we set our expectations really high. Although I do think this is partially in part to Treyarch's communication. I do think they need to improve on their communication in the future, because the way they described the secret room as having, you know, a dozen more quests and a new location made it out to seem way bigger than it was, and people were expecting a lot more rewards that were actually going to be in-game, because the only in-game reward is the rarer loadout weapon. Other than that, all of the rewards are just basic cosmetics. I guess it's cool now because all of the Peck lovers can now rock his emblem that they've been rocking as their profile picture over on Twitter. The thing is though, I understand that we are partially at fault, we as a community, for getting overhyped for this upcoming super Easter egg or whatever you want to call it, but you have to bear in mind that Treyarch referred to it as being over a dozen rewards, and immediately people just jump to insane conclusions like they're going to grant us everything at the start of the game, like Infinite Warfare Zombies' super Easter egg, which was insane. And yeah, I understand that it's a controversial game. There's people who really didn't like that game, there's people who loved it, but one thing we can all agree on, they did a phenomenal job with that super Easter egg. And I think because they set such a high expectation for that super Easter egg, when we learned about the fact that there would be a super Easter egg, or whatever you want to call it, coming to Cold War Zombies, people had that expectation in mind based on Infinite Warfare. The thing is though, as Kevin Drew has described on Twitter, this super Easter egg reward is basically just a love letter to the community. He described it as a swan song and a big thank you, and a swan song means the final thing, so this is probably the final big thing we're getting inside of Cold War Zombies, and this is just a thank you to the community for enjoying the game over the past year. I do wish that we got better rewards. I think that maybe they could have given us one perk depending on how many quests you've completed to spawn in the game with, but maybe that would have been too overpowered. Like I said, this is better than nothing at the end of the day. Okay, so it seems like there is actually more to this super Easter egg, because the message of the day stated a secret awaits, which showed an image of a monkey mask. So people jumped in game and immediately started looking for these monkey masks, and it turns out there is a monkey mask that spawns on every single map in Outbreak, and you can collect them and interact with the mask.
Do not fear us.
Well, it turns out all these masks is a guaranteed way to get to Zoo, and it's a teaser to go to Zoo for the super Easter egg. So basically, after you've picked up one of the masks, the next time you go to teleport, it will take you immediately to Zoo. I don't know where all of these masks are located, only a few locations have been found thus far. If all of them are found, I will leave a link in this video's description to a full list. It just makes it easier to get to Zoo, although there is another easy way to get to Zoo, because Treyarch just added Outbreak Collapse to the game, which was a Halloween LTM, but they brought it back. Well, it allows you to choose from one of two maps within Outbreak within the menu, so it just gives you an easier way to get to Zoo. Speaking of Outbreak Collapse though, it is a lot of fun since Treyarch have just added it back, and it is harder than the Halloween variant because you don't get those Halloween bonus rewards from the pumpkins, but Order is also present, which makes it difficult. And yeah, how this works is basically you just survive for 10 minutes, fights as the waves get increasingly harder, and then you need to exfil at the end before the outbreak zones collapse, since this is canonically taking place after the events of Forsaken, when the zone starts collapsing after the Forsaken was captured in the containment chamber. So bringing it back to the super Easter egg, this is in fact a teaser for Treyarch's next Call of Duty game, because when you interact with the ritual, you hear a demon talking to you.
You will learn more in time. Our ways are of old world. We will not be forgotten.
They say various things like, you will learn more in time, we will be watching, it is done, here is a reward for your offerings, our ways of the old world, we will not be forgotten. Now people are saying this person sounds very much like the Shadow Man or Dr. Monty. Of course, they are not returning. It does seem like this is in fact an old one though, because we know that the Forsaken consumed all of the old ones, but after we captured him, they were seemingly freed, and we have the old ones in Vanguard Zombies, but that was before they were consumed by the Forsaken, and he managed to absorb their powers. Zykov absorbed their powers to become the hierarchical lord of the Dark Ether. Well, now that we've captured Zykov, it seems like the old ones are going to be returning to reign over the Dark Ether. And I guess the reason why we're being granted this reward is the old ones are thanking us for freeing them. But I guess we're probably going to make the Dark Ether a worse place, because I feel like it's going to be a worse place under the old ones than Zykov had its control, as it was a lot more chaotic back in the day pre-Forsaken, when all of the old ones and different factions were fighting amongst themselves, whereas Zykov kind of restored some kind of order by consuming all of the different factions and leading everyone as a dictator essentially, which is still not good, but I guess it was better than the alternative. But by us defeating Zykov, we might have made things worse. Anyways, who exactly is the entity talking to us? I'm guessing the old one is the Zealot Spragmos, who is the creator of the Chrysalax that we learn about on Forsaken. He said that it's prophesied that the old ones will return, and I guess this is what we are seeing. So yes, this super Easter egg is a teaser for Treyarch's next Call of Duty Zombies game. Finally, people are reporting that Die Rise has been found in the files of Black Ops Cold War. I just want to say there is no way this is the case. I'm pretty sure these people are just trolling. Treyarch have already said they are very busy working on their next game and other Call of Duty projects, and of course they're working with Vanguard Zombies and rank playing Vanguard 2. They don't have time to be working on more Cold War Zombies maps. They've already confirmed no more Cold War Zombies maps are coming, unfortunately, unless this is referring to the Modern Warfare 2 map High Rise, but that doesn't make any sense to be coming inside of Black Ops Cold War when it's an Infinity Ward map. In addition to Outbreak Collapse being added, Treyarch have also added the Abomination now into Outbreak as a regular enemy, as well as it is now one of the bosses you can get during the elimination objective. Just spicing things up a little bit. Of course, it doesn't drastically change the game or anything like that. Anyways, thank you for watching the video, and make sure to subscribe if you're not here for the latest and greatest Black Ops Cold War news and information. So anyways, thank you for watching, and bye.